channel. It's the Earth Witch. I am super excited about this video and I hope you are too. This video is about mirror magic and I know I look a little different. Yes, I did shave my head and I dyed it purple. Just so exciting. I was so excited to dye it purple today. I know it still looks a little bit crazy because I did it today, so I have like purple all over my forehead and stuff, but I'm loving this like short hair life, you know? I always had my locks up and they were like just really damaged. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of them. I've never shaved my head or colored my hair before. So it was about time. All right, so I'm gonna get a little situated. Welcome to Witchcraft and Wine. Today, I picked up this random ass bottle I saw at Walmart because it says Purple Rain, and I was dyeing my hair purple today, and who doesn't love prints, you know? So, it actually tastes like grape juice, which is exciting. All right, let's see if I can figure out my tablet today. Sorry, I'm so quiet. Yeah, that's not gonna work. F it. I'll just read through the comments via on the thing. It's like maybe it'll work if I turn it sideways. No, it didn't. Anyways, let's get started on today's topic. So excited. I'm going to be talking about mirror magic. And mirrors are so powerful to use within your craft. And I'm not centered, and that's bothering me. Okay, mirrors are very powerful within the craft, and there are so many different ways that you can use a mirror. So I'm going to talk about the little different ways and then different types of mirrors and stuff that you can use. But you can use just a simple, regular mirror. It doesn't really matter. It's all about your intention, of course. And so, yeah. Excuse me. Ooh, gross. So, the first thing you can use a mirror for is divination. And usually when people think of divination, they think about tarot and oracle reading. Hey, Angela, how are you? Usually people think of tarot and oracle readings when they think of divination. But another form of divination is scrying. And scrying is looking at a flat, like reflective surface and staring at it until you start to see visions and receive messages from the divine. And so a mirror is a great way to scry. And usually for scrying, I will use like a black mirror just because in the dark sort of, in dim lighting, because looking at yourself in a mirror repeatedly for a while trying to scry can be really distracting. You'll just start, at least I will just start like staring at myself and stuff. Happy birthday, Angela. That's exciting. Love when birthdays come around. Happy solar return. That's usually what I say. And so another way that you can use mirror is for reversal magic. I know a lot of people found my channel and stuff through my reversal spell video. And so in that video, I used a mirror. I used a regular old mirror for it, and it's a very powerful and yet simple spell that you can do. It's using a mirror to reverse energies back towards their sender. Another way you can use the mirror is for amplification. You can simply put your spell on top of a mirror, set your intention for the mirror to amplify and to strengthen your spell with its reflection, you know? So it's like two spells in one. You can use it for amplification. Also, communing with spirit. I love when I do mirror magic. I love writing my God's sigil on my specific mirror and sitting with them and calling them forth and just speaking to them through the mirror. And another way is via portals. And portals is so, I just love the idea of creating a portal, you know? And that's another way that you can commune with the gods. You can create a portal to where they are, in a portal directly connecting with their energy and stuff. Hi. I can't see what that says, but thank you so much. I love my altar too. I love just like giving the gods stuff and just elevating their altars and stuff. It's so much fun. And I'm really happy with the way it is now, except for it's a lot of cleaning when I need to clean it. But portals, yeah, it's a great way to commune with spirit and do divination. It's a great way to do manipulative workings on people, such as like head work and bindings and stuff like that via portals, connecting to their energy through a portal, which you can create with the mirror. And yeah, mirrors are just so versatile in the types of workings that you can do with them. So now I'm going to show you a couple of mirrored items that I have that I personally use in my practice. I felt like this video was supposed to be a lot longer than it's going to be, but it's fine. If you have any questions about mirror magic or anything, just like leave them in the comment section below, or leave them if you're here in the live. I would love to chat with you about how you use mirrors within your practice. So this first mirror I'm going to show you is just a plain old mirror that I got from the Dollar Tree that I use for reversals. It's just a plain mirror like this. It's really dirty because I haven't cleaned it and it's just been sitting around, you know. It's just a plain old mirror that I use for reversals. And you can see my notes here and everything on my desk. It's a plain mirror I use for reversals. You can also use a plain mirror like this for amplifications. You can use it for pretty much anything, scrying as well, which would be a little, for me, a little harder to scry within a mirror like this because I would be too focused on my own reflection because I might be a little vain. No. So yeah, that one is for reversals within my practice. And you can also use it for amplification and portal work as well. And yeah. So how you would do like a portal or so is that you would have to, you don't have to, but it would be easier if you work with a being that is a gatekeeper to the realm that you are wishing to create your portal to. The gatekeeper that I work with for my portals is Surgat, because he is connected to the ancient gods that I honor and stuff. So I write his sigil on the mirror. I'll write the person's information. If it's like a human being that I'm trying to connect a portal to their spirit and soul and stuff like that to do work on them, I'll write their information, like their name and their birth date. And then I'll write the sigil or symbol that represents the being that I'm working with for that type of spell on the mirror as well. And then I go into ritual, of course, cast your circle and invoke and evoke the beings and stuff that you're working with. It's a long process, but it's really enjoyable and fun. I really enjoy portal work. I also use portals to commune with the divine, to commune with my higher self or my ancestors or my gods. And once again, I will show you in a little bit a mirror that I have specifically for communing with my gods and doing work with them in a minute. Jesus Christ. All right. Actually, I'm about to show you that right now. So the next type of mirror that I use is my black mirror, my black magic mirror. And this is used for scrying, communing with spirits, and also for portals. I don't use this mirror for amplifying work or anything like that because it doesn't need to be. It's a direct link to the gods. And I keep it wrapped in black cloth when I'm not using it. It's actually upside down. I keep it wrapped in black cloth when I'm not using it because you don't just want an open portal at all times for anything to come, anything to come through it. So a black cloth will stop that from happening because black is very protective. And so, yeah, I'm gonna show you this mirror because it's so beautiful. It's really heavy. And usually, before I do, what I used to use, it's still on my wall, is just a mirror from the Dollar Tree that I created in a very similar fashion, but I put in a lot more work into this one. Probably got fingerprints all over it. So, this is this mirror. This is my portal mirror. It is connected. It's already connected to Surgat, the gatekeeper, and also Hecate currently. And then if I want to use it to connect with another spirit or god, then I can simply write their sigil on the front. And I do that with it's like a chalk / dry erase marker, and it's like neon. I have a couple of them so that I can write it on it in order to do the work and then erase it right after. But I love this mirror so much. I don't know, you probably can't see like the details and stuff, but there's little gems on it and pearls, and this green here is like a snake skin, and it's really heavy, and I just love it. I'm not even going to have it out. This is probably like the only time you'll see this mirror because I still have to do some work on it until it's completely finished. And then it's going to be locked away within a velvet lined wooden box. And it'll be secured within that box. So I'll never be able to pick it up to show it alive again. But I might take a picture of it later. But yeah, that's just what the back looks like. It has sigils and herbs and snake skin and stuff on the inside because snakes are known to be like a bridge between the physical and spiritual. And this type of mirror you can also astral travel through. And I didn't even mention astral traveling through mirror portals and stuff. You can astral travel through this portal mirror in order to reach the desired god or spirit that you are working with. So I'm gonna cover that back up. It's just in this cloth until I finish the box because I am wrapping it myself in velvet, outlining the box myself in velvet because it would cost a lot of money probably to have somebody else do that. And I'm not that type of person. I like doing it myself so that it has my magic and my intention into it. Okay, so that is that. And then the last one is mirror boxes. So I have quite a few mirror boxes. I lied, I only have 2 currently. And then I have one that I do for clients that is like a one-time use type of mirror box. And I actually use the mirror box along with my portal mirrors for that ritual. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one. It's not a mirror box right now. This is simply just like a craft box that I get from, I think I got this one from Walmart, but you can also find these at like Michael's and Amazon and stuff. And I painted in a special paint mixture that has oils and herbs and stuff mixed into it, and bless and consecrate it with my intention. And then I paint the box with it. I put sigils on it with a wood burner, and I also write intentions and all that stuff all over the box. That's why I like it just nice and plain, so that I can just wood burn my intention, everything into it. And you don't have to use a wood burner. I just like doing that because I'm an extra bitch, you know. You can just simply use like a Sharpie or something. It'll just all be the same. And so then I like using a wood burner because once I paint it, usually it's black, then I can still see everything that I put into it. It's not covered up. And then I'll break down like the exact ritual for something like this because it's kind of like advanced. I'll break down a ritual like that on my Patreon because it's going to take a really long time to explain, and just not all that information like I'm willing to like share on such a public platform that anybody can have access to, you know. So, and then I add my mirrors within it, and then I do my ritual with this, as well as my portal mirror that you just saw. So this is one of the mirror boxes that you can use for reversals as well as amplification. And I will show you another box that is like an amplification type of box. So I have this one that sits on my altar. This is my transformation binding box. So what I do with this box for this spell is I will bind a bad habit and transform it into a better habit, something that will benefit your life instead of hinder it. So you can see in here, what is in here is there's an actual butterfly in here. And you can get like these, my mirror boxes and stuff on my website. It should be in the description. I don't have them listed on my website currently because I wanted to talk about them a bit first before I do, so that you know exactly like what you're getting and stuff from my mouth besides just a description that you can read. So this is my transformation box. It has sigils on it, even under the butterfly and stuff. And because butterflies are a symbol of transformation, obviously they start as a caterpillar and they then go into their cocoon and they transform into this beautiful butterfly. All of my specimens are, I can't think of what it's called. Whatever, it's all on my site. Okay, so the inside of the box, it's mirrors all around the sides, and then I have crystals on the sides as well. And these crystals represent transformation as well as grounding yourself. So this is my transformation box. It's really heavy, really pretty. I love it. I was gonna sell this, but then I was like, no, I have to keep it. It's so pretty. I got it at the thrift store. So yeah, it's kind of unique, I guess. I don't know. But maybe I'll sell it one day, but not today. It's mine. I was going to do a spell on this live in order to show you exactly how I would do a transformation spell, but I've been busy like all day. I dyed my hair today. I've been out in the garden today. I've been grocery shopping today. Had spell work to do for a loved one, and just I've been too busy to even think about that. So I will be coming back with a standalone video showing you how to do a spell with a box like this, a mirror box like this. Ooh. And so my next one, this is my baby. I showed this before in another live. And there's Hecate's sigil. It's actually like wood burned into the wood, because that's just me. I love wood burning, as well as Lucifer's sigil. Can't really see it. Lucifer's sigil and Belial's sigil. And this one has a lock on it. and a key because Hecate is all about her keys. She unlocks shit spiritually. And so this is my subdue and binding box. I will have these on my website as well, coming soon, as well as I'm going to be having my mirrors, my portal mirrors on the site coming soon too. That would be like in the next launch. I have quite a few items coming in my next launch. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. So I have my key, and I'm gonna unlock it for you and show you what is on the inside. This one is used for shitty people. This box is specifically used to bind and trap someone within their own shitty energy that they be dissing to other people. You know, they will feel bad about themselves. They'll feel like shit. They will recognize what type of shitty person that they are, as well as people will be shit to them. So they'll just feel like overall shit. And I can always undo the binding and such if they become a better person, you know. Or I can set the intention for the binding to be undone when there is a change on the deep, like soul level, you know. So I forgot to mention what my other box is for when I do those. Let me do that real quick. This box, this binding box here is a one-time use because I use this one for binding spiritualists. Not just like any type of spiritualist, but real shitty bully spiritualist, you know, not someone just doing the work for somebody else or blah, 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 like me. This is for people who have found magic and they're abusing it and using it to abuse and hurt other good people for like no reason. So this is an intense ritual that I will be putting up on my Patreon, showing you how to do it. And so I connect with my deities and my spirits, and I ask them to essentially grab me like the essence of someone's like soul or spirit, just like a little piece. I don't need the whole thing. I just need something that will connect to that person on a deep spiritual level. And I put like, I just do a bunch of shit, you know. It takes a long time, a good couple of hours, besides making the box itself. This is just plain. This is just a regular box. So I have to do the rituals and the making of the actual box. And then I will put them into the box. I will seal the box. I will wrap it in black cloth. I will seal that cloth and it stays with Hecate or within the ground if I'm done with it, because I may have to do like more work on it and stuff, so I don't put it in the ground just yet. But when I am done with it, it's going in the ground, and this is a box that I will not take apart for anyone, you know? So, and it's not to like bind somebody's powers or take away their ability to hurt people, but it is to bind that person from hurting a specific person with their magic and power. And I don't do that myself. I do it through the gods, or the gods do it through me. Of course, according to their favor. If they say no, then I won't do it. Or we won't do it together, you know? I don't do this type of stuff by myself, you know? And I don't recommend it. So now back to this box. I'm all over the place. Back to this box. Let me get some wine. This one's for shitty people too. Hey TJ, how are you? Good evening. And so I took off my lock with my key. And I'm gonna show you like what the inside looks like. So this type of box will be on my site for purchase for like your own box. These are a ritual that I do. I won't be selling these types of ritual boxes because it won't be the same unless you exactly know how to do the work for that. So this box here is my Bite and Subdue box. This is for shitty people, shitty and abusive people that have no affiliation with magic. And so this is like a box to bind them and for them to see their shitty selves in every aspect and every way. So when I open it, there is mirrors all, not everywhere. They're up top here is actually a, get up close. Up here is a black widow, a female black widow, which has a bite like 10 times stronger than a rattlesnake. And I love that. Pretty little black lady, like me, right? And then, so she is wrapped in copper. And I do a ritual to like bring this to life, essentially, for its power. And so then there are, up here, there are sigils and intentions burnt into the inside of the box around my lady here. And then I have sigils on this side here, as well as on this side here. And those have at least 5 to 6 different intentions within one sigil. Depending on the box, it might have the same sigils as like this one. It might have different sigils. It's really what comes to me intuitively. I don't usually write down a sigil and remember that shit. I write down a sigil to use it then and there for that magic. And usually I burn my sigils and stuff like that. But anyways. And so then it has mirrors on 3 sides. And then here at the bottom is a clear quartz point as well for amplification. And the copper is for amplification. And so what I will do is I will take that person and I will bind them and put them into the box and do my little ritual. And they will stay here. Of course, with the help of the gods. That's why all of their sigils are on the outside of this box. If you get a box from me, they will not come with my god sigils if you do not work with them. Because that can be nerve-wracking and a little dangerous. If you don't know who they are, if they don't know who you are, and if you don't work with them, a stable relationship. But anyways, yeah, I love this box so much. It's beautiful. I just want to sit and stare at it all day, but I literally cannot because it's like releasing magic into the atmosphere. So this one sits on Hecate's altar. My transformation box sits on my altar. Hey, how are you? Did you get my email? I emailed you back. But yeah, so those are my mirrored items and what they are used for. I'll just go over them again really quick. You can use them for scrying and divination. And what you do is you turn down the lights real low. You set up your mirror, preferably a black mirror for myself. You can use a regular mirror and you just simply stare at it until you start to see and have visions. And set your intention. Ask for a specific vision and what you want to see when you are scrying and stuff. They can also be used for reversal magic, and that's what I use my simple mirror for. As well as amplification, I'll use a simple mirror for amplification of workings. Also, a great tool for amplification is a bowl of water. Water is so easily programmed with intention and magic. So if you have like a 7-day candle that you are doing work with, you can set it within a bowl of water. I don't have any bowls for magic close to me, but that's great for amplification as well. You can use it to, and scrying. You can scry with a bowl of water. You don't even need a mirror if you didn't have one. Like if you're on the road and you need some insight from the divine and you want to do some scrying, you can simply fill up a small bowl of water and stare into that. You don't even need the bowl of water. If you at a freaking lake, stare into the lake, you know? So, and then you can also use them for communing with spirits. I explained that, and then portals as well. And I just love, I'm going to show it one more time just because I love this mirror so much. It's so beautiful. It's my portal mirror if you haven't seen it yet. So pretty. Snake skin and pearls and jewels and I guess like a brass. I don't know. It's really heavy. And yeah, I love this. Anyways, I'm going to read the comments a bit because I've seen a few have came up and a few people have asked questions. So I hope you're still here to have your questions answered. I just wanted to get through what I was talking about really quick before I answered any questions. Okay. And if you have any more, if anybody else is here and they have a question about using mirrors for magic, then just leave it down below. I also love to hear how you personally use mirrors for magic, because I don't have all the answers, you know. I don't have all the ideas. Okay, let's scroll up. God, okay. Try not to get my finger in the way. Is mirror magic like telling yourself affirmation? It can be. It really can be. That can be a form of magic and self-love magic, is staring yourself in the mirror and talking yourself up. I do it quite a bit. Like if I'm sad or something, I remember when I was a kid, I used to go stare into the mirror and cry. Why? I don't know. But now that I'm an adult, if I'm like crying, I'll still go to the mirror and see how ugly I look because I'm an ugly ass crier. But I'll also start talking to myself positively and telling myself things that I want and need to hear in order to make myself feel better. And that is definitely a form of magic, a form of mirror magic. It's a beautiful like ritual, I guess you can say. Okay, does it mean anything if the mirror breaks before or after doing a spell working? It can, definitely. So sometimes a mirror may break because of the energy within the room. If you're doing spell work, the energy might be too intense and it can break a mirror. I know a couple of witches who have like broken glasses while doing spell work and rituals and stuff. Or calling beings within their space. It can also mean that there perhaps is a being within your space that may be not so good for your space. So you may want to do like a banishing or a cleansing of your area where you are doing your working at. And there's just like so many different meanings, I guess, that you could think of. I would definitely don't think of like 7 years of bad luck or anything. I remember that shit from when I was a kid. If you break a mirror, you're gonna have 7 years of bad luck. No, I am not manifesting that ish into my life. Sorry. If I break a mirror, it's gonna be 7 years of good luck. Let's flip the switch, you know? But yeah. It can also mean that like maybe your working wasn't well received by the gods or the divine energy, whomever, whatever you are working with. I would definitely try that spell or ritual again. If your mirror broke after, if it broke before, you can still do it again and see if it's the ritual or something. Do some divination on the situation to see exactly what is going on. And if you're not like a tarot reader, simply get like a pendulum, yes or no answers, and just try to keep a clear mind when you are asking those questions, because the pendulum can in fact pick up on your own feelings and energies, and you can answer your own questions the way that you want to answer them when working with pendulums and stuff. So I hope that answered that question. Okay, I think that's it for questions. Hi, new subby. I've just started working with mirrors more and feel like I just leveled up my craft. Hi, welcome to my channel. Christina. Yeah, I love working with mirrors. I really do feel like it can take up your craft to like another level, especially when you are just using them for amplification, amplifying your work and stuff, and just making your magic even more powerful. So yeah, that's exciting though. Okay, cool, you got my email. Just making sure, because sometimes like I'll get emails from people, but it'll just like go to my spam or something. And then I'll be like, shit, didn't reply to their email because I haven't checked my spam in like a month. This wine really does taste like grape juice. And once again, I'm drinking the this random ass wine I found at Walmart called Purple Rain. And I got it because I dyed my hair purple today. So exciting. This is made 100% from grapes, Concord grapes. Red table wine. I don't know, it's really good though. It tastes like literal juice. All right, go back up. How do I know if my return to sender was effective? It depends on if you're doing it for just like a specific person or just for like all energy. If you're doing it just for like all energy, and negative energy and stuff that was sent towards you, it'd be really hard to tell because you're not doing it for a specific person. But you should be able to feel that there isn't like a bad energy around you, you know? And that, let me think. Like the energy should change in the atmosphere, I guess. Otherwise, it'd be pretty hard to tell. You can also do some divination about the situation. Your step monster. One of those, oh my God. Yeah, and you can also see, like, notice her change in energy and stuff. See if she's like feeling down about herself and all of that. And so then you can know that that energy was reflected back towards your step monster. So yeah, I hope that answered the question a bit. Thank you so much. I was so excited. I've never shaved my head before. And I did it because I was just tired of my locks and I wanted to do something different. And I also did it because I've never like really dyed my hair. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut all of my hair off and I'm gonna dye that bitch purple. And so I'm gonna go through like a bunch of different colors. My hand is, can't really see it, but this hand is purple too from the dye. I just did it like right before I got on here. I was like, I'm going live tonight and I still want to dye my hair purple. So it's looking a little crazy around the hairline. But thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. I want to learn water mirror scurry, like scrying. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've never done it, but I know that it is possible. I just usually stick to my solid surfaces, but I really should try like water scrying because I live right down the street from the beach and I'm always there and I'm always just sitting down and staring into the ocean. So I feel like that'd be like a good time to do some like water scrying or something at the beach. Or even just like at my home, whichever. But yeah, I definitely want to try it out. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know why. But yeah, water scrying. Oh, it'd be cool to add like some dye to the water to make it all pretty. Then you're just not like staring at the bottom of a bowl. I feel like that'd be cool too. Dye the water and scry through it that way. I'm not the best at scrying. I get very distracted very easily. Like I have to be either like filled up with a lot of energy because usually when like the gods give me a lot of times like we do like energy exchanges and stuff. Not a lot of times, it's not that often anymore, but like when we do energy exchanges, they will like overload me with energy and stuff. And so at that point, I am like very out of it and like spacey, and I'll just be staring a lot, like staring off into space, which I used to do a lot as a kid. And so I have to be like within that type of frame of mind in order to do some good scrying. Otherwise, I'll sit there for a minute and then like my brain will just wander. And I'll start thinking about other things. But a great way to scry, and what works best for me when I'm trying to do scrying, is not even like crystal balls. I have a couple of crystal balls and my mind still wanders, but is when I just simply close my eyes and focus on the back of my eyelids. That is when I receive the most messages from the divine. Like I'll be having actual visions and stuff when I do scrying that way. It's just easier to focus. Like I'll throw on some classical music because I'm a classical chick. I used to play the violin. I haven't in a long while, mainly because I broke my strings and then I never got them fixed. But anyways, I love classical music and it helps me focus a lot. So I'll put on classical music and close my eyes and just stare at the back of my eyelids and get so many messages that way. Like meditation, but now I don't really have time to meditate anymore because of my son is so much older now, so he constantly has me busy running around, and he's always talking to me and we're always chatting and all this stuff. So the only time I do get to meditate is right before bed, and that's usually when I do my scrying on the back of my eyelids. I made a mistake and put my mirror on my altar and my ancestors weren't having it. No bubbles in my water and the coffee got a film. Lesson learned. Yeah, like you should definitely have it a separate space, especially from like your ancestor altar. I don't put anything on my ancestor altar that isn't for my ancestors, but I have a lot of space. Thankfully, I'm blessed to have the space that I do. I have a whole like huge ass room just for my witchcraft and magic. So I have several altars just for specific things because I try not to like mix up energies and stuff. But yeah, my mirror, I have one on my wall here, one of my scrying mirrors on my wall here. And then this one that I showed in the video today, that one's actually going to be put away into a box. It's going to be like a cabinet with 2 wooden doors, and I'm going to not put any shelves in the cabinet. I'm just going to line it in velvet, and then in velvet and sigils within the wood to contain the energy of the mirror, because this mirror is not like activated right now, but it's going to be a portal mirror. And so then when I'm using the portal, I'll be able to open it and use it. And then when I'm not using it, instead of closing it and cleansing and doing all that stuff, I'll be able to simply shut it. And the energy will be shut off from my space. But yeah, try not to mix energies and stuff. Oh, something super exciting today. This is so late. Usually like for my website and stuff, I did everything on this table here, which is like my personal like working altar. This is where I do like my spell work. Excuse me, this is where I do my YouTube videos. This is where I do my tarot readings and all that stuff. But today, finally, I've just been like putting it off and stuff. I bought myself a goddamn crafting table just simply for my website. And that was super exciting. I brought my printer downstairs because my printer was upstairs, so I would have to like print something and then run upstairs to get it, then like bring it back down and stuff, and that was nerve-wracking. So it's just like the simplest thing. And it wasn't a lot of money. I was just like, just putting it off for so long. And I was like, you know what? Today I'm doing it. I am doing it. I need a table. And it doesn't need to be fancy. It's probably gonna get messed up anyways, but yeah, I've really been wanting to rearrange my space here. Like so bad. I've just been itching to do it. I kind of wanted to scoot over these large altars, like a couple of inches over, just to be more centered for like my videos and stuff. But that's just because I'm an anal bitch. I'm a Virgo. So I'm like, it has to be perfect, and it's bothering the shit out of me if it's not. But but yeah, so I'm probably not going to do that, but I've been wanting to rearrange so bad. Oh, why not? Because I'll have to take down, like the stuff on the walls above Hekate's altar. Like if you see the black around, all of those are honeycombs. And I've moved them at least twice before, and a few of them have like broken because they're just so fragile. They've been around for a while. And yeah, I was just like walking through a forest and I found a bunch of honeycomb just laying on the ground. So I was like snatching that shit. But so I'll have to take all of that down, and I'm really like scared of breaking more pieces of like the honeycomb. And then I'll have to fill up the holes in the wall and then put even more holes in the wall. And I don't know if I have any more of this paint to do all of that work. So at this point, I'm not doing that. Take all of those. Oh my God, is it working? I hope it's working. Like disconnected for a minute. I've been having issues with my internet the last couple of days. I haven't been able, it'll go out like a few times, like for a couple of minutes these past couple of days. So I really need to contact them. Okay, cool. Yeah. It started like circling and then it said it disconnected. So I was like, is this thing still on? But I'm going to be moving my apothecary shelves over. And like, it's crazy because like I just did a tour of this space not that long ago, and it's changing so much already. I'm also going to be adding a bed into this space so that when I'm going to be adding, it's not just going to be like a regular bed, it's going to be like a day bed into this space so that when I am doing spell work in here and it's going to be like an all-nighter, I don't have to sit in this hard ass, raggedy ass chair that I'm sitting in now. I can relax on the bed that will also be like styled as a sofa during the day. I can sit down and relax on the bed, or not really sleep because you don't want to sleep when candles and shit are burning. But I'll be able to sit back and relax. Because usually when I'm doing spell work in here and it's like going to be like an all-nighter, I'll sit my ass on the floor. I'll like lay down like a blanket or something on the floor and I'll just sit on the floor. So I'm tired of being that girl. Sitting on the floor. And I've just been debating on what type of bed to get. It takes me so long to decide to buy anything because I need it to be perfect for me. Which is a character flaw in itself. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot of rearranging in here. And then maybe I'll do another tour. What? That went by so fast. I don't either. Well, it has time. Yeah. Who has the time? Thankfully, I am blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. So I'm trying to get my business popping, you know? Do something that I love. I'm just so tired of having little jobs that don't pay a lot of money and hating it, you know, having to be there like all day and just hating it. But I am very lucky. I am very blessed to be a stay-at-home mom at this time. And so I love like being able to spend time with my son, even though he'll be going to school soon. Maybe if this COVID-ish can ever get itself together. And then I'll have more time to focus on whatever I'm going to focus on. Maybe I will get like a little part-time job or something, but it'll have to be something that I really love and appreciate, to not fall into a spiraling depression. Maybe like a nursery or something. I've been thinking about like selling plants and stuff out of my house, like for the spring. Which my garden videos, oh my gosh, my hands are so ashy from bleaching my hair and dyeing my hair today. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't have any lotion in here. But, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Probably won't stay in here for too long. Maybe for like I'm like 51 minutes in, for a couple more minutes till it's like an hour. Do you guys like these types of videos, like me coming on live and talking about topics, or do you prefer like the regular videos where I just sit down and talk to the camera and then upload a video that way? I feel like I like both, honestly, but this one's just a little less work because then I could just write down exactly what I want to talk about, come on here, talk about it, get off, and I have to do like no editing or uploading and stuff like that. You love the live chat? Yay, me too. I really like going live. Excuse me, oh my God. Except I can cut out those little nasty moments, right? It's the wine. You got questions? Shoot. What you need to know about? What you want to ask? Put all this stuff away. Driving that ripple. But yeah, ask away, ask your questions. Oh, by the way, while you're asking your questions, I want to show you. So excited, I got a new grimoire, and it's not going to be my main grimoire because I still have my main grimoire, which has like all of my magical information and stuff. But this grimoire is simply for magic that I do with the gods. I had like a regular journal that I would write stuff down, but that's more for like divination with the gods. But this one is for magic and rituals that I do with them and rituals that they give me to do for myself or other people and stuff like that. So this is what the back looks like. It's like a green velvet. And then this is what the front looks like. I had it custom made and I just love it so much. I'm so obsessed. It has these little ribbons here. It came like a couple of days ago. So there's like little to nothing inside of it yet, but it's so pretty. I just love it. So this is my little grimoire for the gods. So excited about. I don't even know how many pages it was. I just saw these grimoires and I was like, I need one, and I need one custom made now. And so I just love it. It's already blessed and consecrated. And now I just need to add my magic and stuff into it. My rituals. I have about 10 pages done right now. But anyways, just wanted to show that real quick because it's just sitting here on my altar, not my altar, on my desk currently. Also got my little cleansing sprays bottled up. So excited. It smells so good. Woo. So good. Those will be going up on my site eventually. Probably in the next launch with my mirror boxes and mirrors and stuff like that. Do I have to use a 7-day candle? No, you don't, but it really depends on the type of working that you are going for. I recommend using 7-day candles if you need a lot of energy behind that working. So if you are trying to do like a reversal working, that's the video where I'm using a 7-day candle. I like doing that because you don't know how much energy out there is bad energy that's been put on you. So that's more time and energy and stuff being built up towards your intention. Your candle burned out in 48 hours for a return to sender. Hell yeah. Did you just leave it like burning all the time? Usually what I do is I'll let it burn for a certain amount of time and then I'll put it out and then restart it the next day, and then I'll put it out and restart it the next day. I have a candle snuffer somewhere. I cleaned off my altar and I lost it. But usually I state like my intention to simply put out the candle or something. Okay, so you did let it burn. Mary Meat, hello. Biracial root witch. I can't say the beginning of that. I can't really see it because it's so far away. But hi, how are you? You're new. I've never seen you before. Spoke my spell over it every 2 hours. Oh, cool. So you were like really deep up into that. So, yeah. So I'd recommend something like that. Also, I would use a 7-day candle for like a road opener or a booster type spell. Something that you just want a lot of energy towards. But if it's something like the video I put up, like my banishing intrusive thoughts and stuff, that was just like a simple taper candle that took a couple of hours to burn down because I didn't want the energy that was being done for, he's an adult, but a young adult, and I didn't want the energy to be too intense since it was being done directly on him. So I only did a shorter candle for that. What else? If you're doing like quick money working, I would use like a smaller candle for that. I wouldn't really worry about getting a 7-day candle for something like that. Yeah, stuff like that. Found my channel and subbed. Well, welcome. That's exciting. I got 2 new subs today in this live. Hell yeah. Okay, what other ways can you work with Hecate? Well, she is the queen of witchcraft and magic. So you can work with her within your spells. I always recommend establishing a relationship with a being before you ask them to participate within your spell work, though. Just because it's more polite. You know, you wouldn't walk up to a stranger and just ask them for something. But yeah, just simply put up, you don't even have to put up an altar, just call out to her and speak to her and get to know her and her energy and tell her about yourself and stuff and just start to build a relationship. And she is very, to me, she is very kind and loving, and she is the mother of my soul, as I like to say. And that has like a whole different meaning to it. But I know to some other people, she can be very stern and intense, but she is always very loving and forgiving and listening. And she pretty much gives me whatever I want. But I think that's because I have established such a relationship with her, such a loving, beneficial relationship to both of us, so that I always give her offerings. I always talk to her, tell her about how I'm feeling and about my day and stuff. And so that whenever I do come to her for something, she's like, yeah, sure, here, have it. But yeah, work with her in your magic, work with her with your divination and stuff as well. She's really, I love doing like divination with her. Mind you, I need to do a divination with her for my Patreon channel that I haven't done this month. Just mainly because I had like a family emergency and stuff. But yeah. Mirror work, portals with Hecate are top tier. Yeah. Questions, best way to cleanse and ward your home. I love cleansing with smoke as well as like my cleansing spray. I have a cleansing spray. I'm only showing this bottle because this is what I have on my desk. They will be going up on my site soon. This is a four ounce bottle of cleansing spray that I make. This is more powerful than the one that I showed on my channel, but I do have a version of my cleansing spray on my channel that you can check out. It's really effective. Using a spray, if you can't use a smoke, is just as good. I like to burn like rosemary and thyme and very cleansing protective herbs. Agrimony is really good herb for cleansing and hex breaking and stuff like that. As well as sound. You can use sound if you have singing bowls. If you don't have a singing bowl, simply pick up a bell, walk around, speak your intention, tell whatever energies or beings to get the hell out of your house and ring your goddamn bell. That's a great way to cleanse your home. Those are my 3 methods of how I cleanse my home: smoke, spray, and sound. And essentially those are the 4, no, it's not the 4 elements. Yeah, because the smoke is air. I always love to incorporate the elements within like all of my workings. I try to incorporate all 4. So smoke is air. The herbs that I'm burning is earth. Fire is the charcoal that is burning the herbs, you know. And then water would be my spray. And sound. What is sound considered as? Is that like air, I guess? Because you can't make sound without air. Like you can't talk while holding your breath. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's how I like to do cleansing. And you can cleanse, yeah, various of different ways. You can make a floor wash as well. Yeah, air. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah, air. So I'm like, it would be air, definitely. Gotcha, thanks. I'm taking notes. I made your Hecate oil and it was amazing. I added a few different herbs for protection and black salt. Yes, I have my Hecate oil up on my site as well as my protective black salt, which, oh my God, mixing that stuff had me coughing. I really needed to put on a face mask. But yeah, I love my Hecate oil so much. I use it for literally everything. I'll use other oils that I have created as well, but my Hecate oil is like the first thing I put into everything. Just because it's so versatile and it has just everything to do with magic and protection and manifesting and just like so much. How to get back into the craft while took a 1-year break from the craft to heal and deal issues. Yeah, you have to go slow. I took a break. I took a couple of breaks from the craft, to be honest, because it's very easy to burn yourself out, and I burn out at least once a year, and then I'm like, all right, I need a couple of months. I need a couple of months to get myself together. And honestly, the best way is just to remain grounded, try to spend time out in nature, and not to force yourself or think that you're obligated to perform magic and do things that are the craft specifically. You can simply go on a hike, and that's very magical. You're connecting with the earth and the elements and earthly beings and stuff like that. Simply go outside. Do simple things as like cleanse yourself while you're in your shower. I like to pick a soap like African black soap or like a soap made with sage and herbs and stuff, and just simply talk to that soap and tell it, hey, I need you to cleanse my body and soul right now. And that's a very simple way to involve yourself within the craft without feeling obligated and without doing too much. And then simply just work your way back into it, do your research, and see like what's new with the craft. Try to incorporate little rituals. Like earlier I was talking about, somebody asked me if talking to yourself in the mirror is a way of like spell work, and I was like, absolutely. Simply do something like that. That is very craft like. Affirmations, talking to yourself, telling yourself good things and things you need and want to hear. And yeah, just slowly start working yourself back into it. I burn out because I do so much, and I'm just like constantly going, and then I'm just like, okay, I need a break. Just give me a couple of months, and then I come back and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go again. So yeah, I definitely took a long ass break from the craft last year, and that's because of some personal issues and stuff. So I had to go away to my mom's place for a while, and she was very religious, so that I couldn't do like witchy stuff within her home. I still did when she was at home, you know, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like I simply brought a couple of things with me, like my, I don't know if you can see it a little bit under Hecate's statue right there is my crystal ball, one of my crystal balls. I brought that with me. I brought a tarot deck and a pendulum with me, and I just did like simple divination every day, pulled like one card. And I wasn't really involved with it. And then when I came back, I didn't step a foot into this altar room really for like another month after being home, because I was like, I just don't feel called to it. I'm not really ready right now to take such a big leap back into my practice. So I didn't. And then once I came back, I started talking to Hecate. And like, I felt really bad because I was like, I feel very neglective, and I feel like I've let down my gods and the spirits that I work with, and that, like, I was very like, what do I do? Like, are they gonna hate me? Am I not going to, like, after a while, my abilities started to weaken, and I wasn't really able to, they weren't as strong as they were because I wasn't so active in my craft. But eventually I just slowly started getting back into it. I started coming in here every day for a little while to talk to Hecate and Belial, and lighting their altars, and I just slowly worked myself back into it until I got back into the groove of things. So yeah, just take your time, do the little things that help you connect with your craft a little bit, and just work your way back into it. That was a really long talk about that. Oh, how else can you use the oil? Yo, use that oil for everything, you know? Use it for manifestations, use it for protection workings, use it for banishing workings. She is the queen of witchcraft and magic, and her oil can be used for literally everything. And there's a piece of broken glass on my desk that literally popped up out of nowhere. Houseway. I wonder if it's like from a crystal? I didn't break no glass on my desk. So yeah, use that oil for everything. Okay, that wasn't another piece. So now I'm just freaking out. Yeah, I love making oils. I realized that when I cook and pick different spices, I'm totally practicing. Absolutely, yes. Like when you're cooking for your family, and yeah, a lot of spices have protective qualities. And so just simply call to that spice very quickly. Just be like, hey, I need protection for my family, and throw it in your food. Just tell it what to do and throw it within your food. I love doing that as well. I mainly do it with like teas in my coffee in the morning. I love enchanting my coffee in the morning because I use it every single day. Or if I'm drinking a tea, I will put it together, and then while I'm stirring it, I'm speaking my intention over it, and focusing my power into whatever that intention is, and I put it into my coffee or my tea, and then I'll just drink it. Like in my coffee, I'll be like, I will be awake, I will be alert, present, and sweet today. And then I drink it. Hey, Tiffany. I need to make some, but I have to research her first. Yeah, definitely. And I have some on my site too, if you want to check that out. earthwitchapothecary.com. I had never heard of her until you. Really? That is very surprising. There's so many witches that work with Hecate. A lot. That's how I found out about her, was through other witches. And like, it's crazy because when I first started, before I started working with her, I was very like standoffish because I've heard of like what type of goddess she is. She isn't just like a sweet and loving goddess all the time, you know? At least that's how people say that she was. And so I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna work with her. But then she started to call to me, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll start learning about her. So I started researching about her. I watched videos about her. I read articles about her. I visited coveted websites about her, who are like organizations of Hecate, which is crazy, but it's really cool. On their sites, I read all about her, and then I bought books about her. And I was like, you know what? She might be a little rough around the edges and not so nice, but I really like what she's about, and she's been calling out to me, so yeah, I'm gonna answer that call. And then now we have a beautiful relationship, and she's the sweetest ever. Love her. How do you make mirror work and put it on windows? I wouldn't really put it on a window because somebody could see that. And then they might be like, whoa, what's going on in there? But you can definitely write it on a mirror. Let me see. Let me get a pen. Don't judge me for my bottom half. It's not as cute as my top half. As I said, I was dyeing and bleaching my hair, so I'm wearing some raggedy ass sweatpants. My legs hurt. Okay. Oh my God, I'm about to knock my mirror over. Okay, so I have these markers here. I have a blue one, a green one, a pink one, and an orange one. I'm gonna grab my mirror off the wall just because I don't want to use this one right here. So when you're doing your mirror work, you can take a black mirror. This is my other black mirror. This is a Dollar Tree mirror. It's very obviously cheap. It was $1, but it's still very effective. It's going to do the same thing. This one here that I showed you is not so cheap. Just my pride and joy, and I need to take her down from there before I knock her over. I will be very upset. So these are called Liquid Chalk and Dry Eraser markers by U brand. And you just like simply shake them, and it'll push out the ink. And then you can, so if I'm trying to connect with a being for divination or even a working as a portal, what I'll do is I'll draw Surgat Sigil. I can't do this backwards, but it's something like that, you know? Surgat Sigil. Kind of looks like a weird apple. I was like, what does that even smell like? Does it smell like apple? It doesn't. So I'll draw his sigil. I will invoke him. And then I'll draw the sigil of the god I'm working with. Let's see if I can draw Lucifer's real quick. It's something like that. Yo, it's pretty good. Looks like crap. It's pretty good. I'll draw Lucifer's sigil, and then you can write your intention. Simply write your intention and focus on that. And You can offer, I always come with offerings of either smoke. I have a special incense that I use for them. So I'll burn that incense, or I'll come with liquor, alcohol, or I will use other means of offerings I'm not going to discuss in this video. So you can do it that way. If you are working on somebody else, you can use, I always recommend using a gatekeeper before you try to connect with a being, because anything can come through this. But if you use a gatekeeper and you petition the gatekeeper to connect you to a specific being and to make that connection direct and secure, you won't have to worry about bringing in something else. So yeah, that's a very simple, tried to explain that very simply for using mirrors for like workings and stuff and portals and all of that. Ah, it looks like poo. I love that. Hey lady, I love your videos. How did you decide to choose her? And I will. Oh, that's, well, yeah, I just explained it. Wow, she sounds like me at times. Yeah, right? A lot of women, right? But yeah, I love her. She's beautiful. She amazes me all the time. Like, a lot of times I won't ask her for like anything. But I will come to her and talk to her about my concerns and how I'm feeling about certain stuff. And then within that night, she has visited me within my dreams and have given me the exact answer, answered the exact like question or thought that I was thinking about when discussing a situation with her. And I love that. Like, she is so fast on the reply. I'll go to sleep and I'll just be like, she'll give me spells within my dreams and stuff. Sometimes she'll be present, sometimes she won't. And I'll just wake up. But recently, one of my spells that is on my site, she actually came to me in my dream and was teaching me the spell. Like on a table, she was standing next to me. There was a table and she was like, all right, you need to do it like this. You need to do it like this and that's. And I woke up and I was like, that was a spell that I was thinking about like the other night. And she came to me and actually just gave it to me or whatever. Oh, also about these markers that I like to use for these things. It's a dry erase marker, so you can wipe it off very easily. This one has like a dry erase on the back of it, so you can just simply just do that and erase it. And then cleanse your mirror and put it away safely. But in the back of my mirrors, I always add herbs and stuff to better connect energies, connect realms from the physical to the spiritual and stuff. But you don't have to do that. You can just simply use a regular degular mirror, write your sigils on it, empower your sigils. Always empower your sigils. It's not just gonna work just by writing stuff in a mirror. Forgot to mention that. There's various ways to charge and empower your sigils, but okay. I know there's a lot up here. For me, it was Lilith and Bastet. They're my goddess I work with, and Set and Lucifer is my male gods I work with. Yeah, I work with Lucifer, I work with Belial, I work with Hecate at this time. Also, those are like my main gods that I work with. I also work with other spirits within the same current that I practice. But I never really mentioned them because I don't have like as strong of a relationship with them. That's more like a business relationship with other spirits that I work with. So yeah, my guides have had me draw Horus and Ra sigils. It's been really exciting. Yay, that is exciting. Horus and Ra. I love Egyptian mythology. I love mythology in general. How to know if and close a portal. How to close a portal? Well, you have to ask the gatekeeper to close the portal. And then you also dismiss the beings. You clean off your mirror. You cleanse it very well. I like to cleanse my mirrors with smoke, as well as my cleansing spray, like Windex. You spray it on the mirror. You speak your intention, spray it on the mirror, and cleanse it off. Excuse me. But if it's going to be like a permanent portal like this one, you have to keep it wrapped up to keep that energy from leaking out and stuff. But this isn't an activated portal just yet, so excuse me. I already mentioned how I'm going to be doing that. I probably won't be making a video or anything about it, maybe on my Patreon. But can you use an archangel as a gatekeeper if you're working with goetic entities, or would that be disrespectful? It depends on if they are a gatekeeper. I wouldn't just use like any type of being, but I don't think it would be disrespectful because angels and demons aren't enemies, whether you believe it or not. That is very Abrahamic belief. They just have like very different energies and different roles within the universe. So you can use an angel if you want to, if they are a gatekeeper. I like to use more, I just work with darker entities in general. I don't work with angels. I think that is simply because of I'm a witch of Hecate, I'm kin of Hecate. And so she has dominion in heaven, hell, and earth. She can reign wherever, and through her, I can work with whoever I want to, but I choose to work with darker entities. It's just, I don't know, it's just something I'm about, and I was raised in the Christian church, so I guess deep down I got something against angels. I don't know. Wow, shut up. I was gonna ask for an example, but you just answered. Good. Yeah, so what time is it? I'm gonna get off of here. I've been on for 82 minutes. I was only gonna be up here for an hour. I'm just talking my head off. 10:18. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will very much appreciate it. If you missed some things and you want to know more about mirror magic and portals and divination and amplification and my different mirror boxes and all that stuff, rewind, back it up. You can see that there. I will be uploading this live after I'm off here. So yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful night and a wonderful Tuesday tomorrow. I'm going to be out in my garden. I have a garden video coming very soon, witch's garden video. And so, yeah, I hope you do join me for the next one. It was nice chatting with you all. Thank you for the new subscribers that have joined. Is my website on here? Yes, it is. It's actually below in the description. It's theearthwitchapothecary.com. But I am 99% sure I put it in the description. Definitely check that out. I have tarot readings. I have not just tarot readings, I have divination readings, which is more than tarot. I have spell workings up there. I have my oils. I have my, I almost have my spray. I have just a bunch of different stuff on my website. So yeah, definitely check that out. I'll appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful night. Bye.